Back here. Back here. Need Mike. Back here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway as our red flag situation continues. Michael Andretti talking to Dario Franchitti's wife as the repairs out on the track. They're actually have some asphalt because of the cars that actually gouged the asphalt. They're trying to patch that work, and you can see some of the patchwork already. Let's check in while this work continues with Rick DeBrule. He's caught up with James Jakes.
And James Jakes had quite a view of all this. Let's start off by talking about what you saw as you were coming around.
We were going into one, and the guys were running 3 and 4 wide, heading in there probably three or four rows in front of me, and there was a lot of moving around. People were checking up massively. They weren't really holding their line, and I saw quite a lot of sparks in front, and then I saw a car hit the outside of turn 2 where I went in the first day, and I backed out then and just, I guess, saw everything. There was cars, a lot of debris. We slowed down immediately, the cars at the back, and I saw Will get in the air. He was quite high, hit the catch fence, and wow, I think there was 11 cars there. So we went immediately to the bottom and then just tried to pick our way through it.
Was it an evasive maneuver on your part that saved you in terms of, you see it and then have to make that split-second move to get out of the way, and how do you decide where to go? No,
I think the guys where we were, we saw it pretty early, so we were able to, part of the problem is I can imagine that the guys backed out of the throttle really aggressively, and then it was just everybody hit each other from behind, and we had the luxury of seeing it quite early. So the guys, we went to the bottom. I think it was me, Buddy Rice. Buddy actually got caught in another car. But yeah, we had a pretty good view of it, so we were able to slow down and control the guys behind us. That's half the problem. If you come out early, you get 10, 15 cars running up behind you. So we were okay. We managed to get low pretty fast and avoid it all.
You're a young guy. Obviously, not a lot of ovals under your belt. We were just talking about this. How does this affect you?
It's tough. Obviously, we had a big crash in practice on Friday. Had a big fire and we weren't able to. We've got Tony's spare car here, so it's been a tough weekend for us. I think you've just got to, it's part of the job. You accept that you're driving a race car, and it's what we love to do. And there's consequences, just like there is with anything. And yeah, I think you've just got to get on and do the best job you can, really. Is it hard to go back out there and finish this race, or is it just something you do? No, I think it's not going to be easy. Yeah, that's for sure. It's going to be tough, and thoughts and prayers go out to all the families and people that were, injuries in the crash and stuff. Thanks, James Jakes. Vince?
With team owner Michael Andretti, and Michael had 4 cars in the field, and all 4 unscathed through that incident, but you just came out of the operations trailer here. A group of drivers are inside, including your son Marco. What's the topic of discussion in there?
I think it's just wait and see what's going on. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know, I think they just want to know, what's going to happen. When are they going to restart the race or whatever? So, but right now, no answers. So I don't know.
As a driver, you never participated in a race of this nature, but the variety of the drivers that we've spoken to today talked about running too hard, too early, the wheel-to-wheel, etc. With your owner's hat on, but having been a driver, can you expect your drivers to back off? No. I mean, when you put guys out there that are competitors, you can tell them don't pass, lay back. I mean, it just doesn't happen, and so you can't put the responsibility all on them. Yeah, they need to take care of themselves a little bit, but still, if you're going to put them in a situation like this, it's there's going to be, carnage like this. Various drivers have talked about the mental effect of having gone through an accident like this, and how difficult or not difficult it's going to be to get back in the car. What will you tell your drivers before this race resumes? They're professionals, I mean, if they got to get back in and do it, they're going to go and do it, and they'll stay focused on their job at hand. And so there's not really anything I need to tell them, because they're pros. They've been in these positions before, and it's a dangerous sport we're in. Let's be real. Thanks, Mike. Marty?
All right, Vince, as there you see Danica Patrick as her husband Paul Hospenthal And she appears to be very upset at this point. And we are still waiting more word, of course, from University Medical Center. That there are 13 cars officially out of this race now, and 2 others have damage. Here are those that are officially listed as out: J.R. Hildebrand, Paul Tracy, Will Power, Jay Howard, Wade Cunningham, Alex Lloyd, Townsend Bell. The list continues with Pippa Mann, Buddy Rice, Thomas Schechter, E.J. Vizo, Dan Weldon, who we are having our deepest thoughts for right now, Charlie Kimball. The 2 that had damage and will probably be able to continue, Vitor Meira and James Jakes, had some slight damage. You heard in his interview he seems to be okay. Now, Jamie Little is on her way over to University Medical Center to give us further updates from the scene where both Dan Weldon was transported by air, and we found out later that Will Power has been taken for further observation. Stay with us. We'll come back to Las Vegas.